Welcome, and thanks for joining us for another episode of the 10-Minute Dental Marketing Podcast, a program dedicated to helping you grow your dental practice. In each episode, we'll discuss how you can improve your online presence and use the power of the internet to grow your practice.
Naming a dental practice often comes up during periods of change. You may be opening a new office, purchasing an existing practice, needing to rebrand, or adding a partner or associate, and the current name no longer feels like the right fit. What many practice owners don't realize is that a name that sounds good can quietly hurt search visibility, confuse patients, or lead to an expensive rebrand later. Key takeaways. A strong dental practice name is crucial for branding and attracting patients. Strike a balance between creativity and professionalism to ensure your name is both memorable and authoritative. Consider specialized names if your practice focuses on a particular dental field, such as pediatric or orthodontic care. Legal and branding aspects are vital. Ensure your name is unique and trademark safe. Craft a name that resonates with your target audience, and consider using engaging taglines for added impact. Implement effective marketing strategies to promote your new practice name and enhance brand recognition. Whatever the reason, dental office names are on your mind, and it's essential to come up with the right name. Rebranding your practice requires some thought and attention to detail. We've created this guide on how to name your dental practice to help you. Choosing a dental practice name. Choosing a dental office name is both an art and a science. The name of your dental clinic is the first thing that any new patient will see. That means that the name you decide must convey authority and professionalism. People should know as soon as they see your business listing that you provide dental care. The artful part of choosing a name for your dental clinic is finding one that is memorable and catchy. You don't want people to forget you after they see your practice's name. That said, catchy dental clinic names can sometimes go too far, veering into unprofessional territory. You don't want that to happen either. The solution, then, is finding a happy medium, a memorable and professional dental business name. If you can do that, you will be well on your way to building a successful brand for your clinic. Dental office names, examples, and ideas. The good news is that there are many words and phrases to play with when choosing a name for your dental office. Of course, brainstorming different ideas is an effective way to develop options for your clinic name, but we give you some ideas and jumping-off points in this section. When selecting a business name, you have many options. Different goals, visions, and circumstances may warrant different strategies. There typically isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to picking a name. Before choosing a name from the examples below, it is worth validating whether it will actually work for search visibility, patient clarity, and long-term growth. Examples of dental clinic names. There are many options for naming your dental office. Here are 15 dental office name ideas that we think are catchy and interesting. Dazzle Dentistry, Luminous Dentistry, Bite Dentistry, Family Smiles Dental Care, Open Wide Dental Grin Dentistry, Gentle Care Dental Smile World Dentistry, Smile Dental Offices, Happy Teeth, Dental Clinic, Tooth Spa, Dental Smile Solutions, Happy Kids Dentistry, Tooth Depot, Smile Care Practice. As you can see, some of these clinic name ideas suggest specialties. Happy Kids Dentistry would be ideal for a pediatric dental clinic, while Tooth Spa Dental suggests a practice offering cosmetic dental services. Let's dig a little deeper. Catchy dental clinic names. Catchy dental names have the same quality as the commercial jingles you can still remember, even if you haven't heard them in years. Using rhyming or alliteration can be useful because both can make names memorable. For example, Gentle Dental rhymes and is easy to remember, and it offers reassurance to people who may be nervous about dental care. Alliteration involves using words that begin with the same letter. Daisy Dental and Dazzle Dentistry are both great examples. You could even expand to 3 words and go with something like Darling Daisy Dental. Clever dental office names. A clever dental clinic name might involve a play on words. The suffix ology means knowledge, and you could hint at your level of expertise by naming your practice Toothology or Dentology. You can also get clever with spellings for your new name. This can be useful if you want to make your name stand out from other practices in your area. Instead of New Smile Dentistry, you could go with New Smile Dentistry. However, Be careful not to go so crazy with your spelling that people can't find you online. Creative dental office names. Coming up with a creative dental office name can be fun. For example, let's say you have an all-female dentist practice. The Grin Gals could be a fun and creative name for your practice. You can also play around with names that suggest teeth and smiles without being on the nose. Words such as ivory, pearls, and diamonds propose that the result of a visit to your practice will be a bright smile. Pediatric dental office names. Many dentists specialize in caring for children. When that is the case, it is important to come up with a dental clinic name that lets parents know you are there for their kids. If you don't want to be obvious about it, you could try something like Kinderdental, which uses the prefix kinder, meaning children. If you split the two words up, you could have a nice double meaning. Kinder for children, and kinder to suggest a gentle and caring practice. You could also have some fun by incorporating a kid's tradition into your clinic name. Tooth Fairy Dental is an example of a practice name that might appeal to both kids and parents, and the branding would be easy too. Unique dental office names. You can make your practice stand out by choosing a name that your patients have never seen before. When you come up with a unique name, people are more likely to notice your practice and remember it. An example might be something like Dentique, which uses the prefix dent in a new and unexpected way. Dentistry suggests an eco-friendly practice. No matter what type of name you are looking for, you may want to consider Looka's business name generator. You put in the topic or keyword, and it'll come out with numerous names in all sorts of categories. Orthodontic practice names. If your specialty is orthodontics, you need a name that conveys what you do. Using the ology prefix we mentioned earlier might inspire you to come up with a name like Smileology or Braceology. Anything that uses words like smile or grin is good for orthodontic practices. Since many orthodontists specialize in treating kids, something like Grin Garden could be an effective name for your practice. Teeth whitening business names. Whitening procedures are always in high demand, and if you have a business specializing in whitening, your name should reflect that. Some examples might include Smile Bright, White Smile Dental Spa, or Dazzling Dental. The key is to ensure that people who see your name understand what services you offer. Dental group names. If you have a group dental practice, choose a name that signals you have multiple dentists who can provide treatments. For example, if you have an all-woman practice, you could choose the Dental Queens as your name. A practice specializing in orthodontics might be called the Braces Brothers. More general names might include Smile Squad or Go Dentists. Cosmetic dental business names. Cosmetic dentistry is a highly popular specialty. If you offer cosmetic dental procedures and treatments, choose a name that lets prospective patients know they can come to you to improve their smiles. Options to consider might include beauty dentistry, dental aesthetic, or even Wow Dental, all of which let your target audience know you're the practice to visit for cosmetic services. Endodontist business names. What if you're an endodontist? It's essential to choose a name that reflects your specialty because you want everybody to know that you can provide endodontic services that other practices don't offer. If you wanted to keep it simple, you could choose something like Endental and pair it with a tagline that makes your specialty clear. You could use endodentists for a group practice or root dentistry for something a little more subtle. No matter what type of name you're looking for, you may want to consider trying Looka's business name generator. You put in the topic or keyword, and it'll come out with numerous names in all sorts of categories. What's in a dental practice name? Does the name of your dental practice matter? The short answer is yes. The right dental clinic name can make marketing your dental practice easy, and choosing the wrong name can make it more difficult than it needs to be. A good name helps to build name recognition. It may also help your SEO by incorporating keywords and making it clear what you do, increasing the chances that searchers will click your link rather than your competitors. Here are some key points to keep in mind when conceptualizing a new name for your dental practice. You want your patients to remember your office's name. That means that you want the name to be short to make it memorable. The name should inspire positive and relevant associations. We all know we might get a cavity, But nobody wants to think about it when choosing a dentist. You want people to think dentist without hesitation when the business name pops up. Patients shouldn't have to wonder what your practice is or what you do. Keep digital marketing in mind. It is helpful to consider the implications of your name from an online marketing perspective. Use location words in your name. Including your city name and the words dental, dentistry, or dentist in your name helps with optimization. Including words that help people identify and find you is a good practice in online marketing. You could add a place name to any of the creative name options we have listed above. When choosing a dental clinic name, you have several options. It is important to consider your goals, vision, and circumstances, as each may warrant a different approach. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to naming a dental practice, but here we focus on naming practices that apply to most dental clinics. Using taglines with your dental office names. Your dental practice name will be the first thing most prospective patients see when they search for a dentist in your area. To go along with the name, you may want to consider choosing a memorable tagline for your business. The right tagline can make your name more appealing and memorable than it would be alone. One of the biggest benefits of using a tagline is that it can highlight your unique value proposition, the thing that makes your practice different from all others in your area. Here are a few examples of taglines that could work with some of the names we've suggested in this guide. And dental, we get to the root of the problem. Dazzle Dental, light up your smile. Dental Queens, give your teeth the royal treatment. You get the idea. We suggest choosing keywords related to your name and brainstorming ideas. You could even involve your staff. Once you have a list of potential taglines, go through them, read them out loud, see how they look on a business card, and then choose the one that you love the most. Should you use Dental Clinic Near Me as a dental office name? Anybody who has used Google to find a local business knows that adding the words near me to your search can make it easy to find local service providers. But is it a good idea to add those same words to your business name? Our take is that it might help you get some clicks in the short term, but it's not a good long-term strategy. In fact, we've seen dental offices with the name Near Me in them. Nothing we know of as of this writing, in January 2026, nothing would prohibit you from using Near Me in your business name. But that doesn't mean Google won't penalize it in the future. When choosing a name, remember that changing it is an expensive endeavor. If Google changes its algorithm to penalize businesses that try to shortcut SEO by using Near Me in their names, you could be faced with the expense of buying a new domain name, rebranding your practice, and spending thousands of dollars updating your website and marketing assets. You'll be better off using locational keywords and proper SEO with the help of a dental marketing agency than adopting a naming convention that may be detrimental in the future. Choosing a dental practice name. Names are important, but be careful not to get too bogged down in the process. Think through the decision, but don't suffer paralysis by analysis. In the end, it isn't the end of the world if you are Las Vegas Smile Artists or Las Vegas Family and Implant Dentistry. See what I'm saying? With that in mind, here are some things to remember as you choose a name. 1. Consider the legalities of a potential dental office name. Your first consideration, and arguably your last, must be the legality of your name. If you already have a name in mind, check to make sure it isn't taken. There are several places to check. If you are doing business as a corporation or limited liability company, you will want to check the state's business database. You can usually find that information on the Secretary of State's website. If you are incorporated but plan to do business under a fictitious business name, or you are in business as a sole proprietor, doubtful for a dentist, you will need to check the Doing Business As DBA listings in your county. You can look online at your county recorder's office, as most have searchable databases. You will also want to check the United States Patent and Trademark Office website. They have a searchable database of business names. Keep in mind that not every dental practice trademarks its name. Finally, do a Google search on the name. This step is critical. You want to know what results come up when you search for any practice name you are considering ahead of time. Not doing your research ahead of time could cost you countless hours dealing with legal issues, thousands of dollars, and the potential of needing to rebrand your business shortly after inadvertently choosing an inappropriate or trademarked name. 2. Your personal brand. Using your actual name as part of your practice's name is considered personal branding in marketing. Many dentists use their full name followed by DMD or DDS. This approach is simple, as you are unlikely to encounter another dentist in your area with the same name as you. There is also the question of whether using your name will help you create a memorable brand. If you come from a long line of dentists who practice in the same area, you can benefit by using the family name for your practice. However, if your name isn't well known, then the branding benefits of using it are limited. You might be better served by choosing a catchy name that people will likely remember. Which name makes for a better brand? Bright Smile Dentistry or Dr. Millie R. Kroc, DDS. Nothing against Dr. Kroc, but the first name option is far more memorable than the second. Keep that in mind as you ponder whether to use your name. It is also worth noting that if you plan to sell the business or add a partner one day, you may be better served with a different approach than using your name. Remember to begin with the end in mind. Considering your practice's plans can save you trouble down the line. 3. Your specialties and the services you provide. The next approach is to incorporate your specialty name into your practice name. This is a good way to differentiate yourself from the competition. Look at the picture below of the Wisdom Teeth Only logo and website. They've since rebranded to the Wisdom Teeth Guys. It might not be the most exciting name out there, but it highlights a specialty that's a real selling point for some patients. This type of name could be a wise choice if you are a specialist or offer specialty services such as cosmetic dentistry, emergency services, endodontics, pediatric services, or TMJ/TMD. It can also be combined with some other examples listed in this article. In the example above, Wisdom Teeth Only, they don't include the location in the name, instead focusing on the service they offer. The primary advantage of including specialties in your name is that it eliminates guesswork. If a patient who is interested in pediatric dentistry looks up dentists in their area and sees two choices, only one of which uses the words pediatric dentistry in the name, which one do you think they are more likely to choose? 4. Your city, state, or neighborhood. Earlier, I stated that there is some benefit to including your city's name in your practice's name. Let's talk a bit more about that. First, most Google searches today are local by default. Even if someone searches for a dentist without including a local keyword, like a city, they will still get local results because Google's algorithms know where they are located. That means using dental and locational keywords as appropriate in your business name can be beneficial. It can help put your practice at the top of Google's search engine results page, SERP. Optimizing for local keywords is also essential if you want your practice to appear in Google's local service ads, which appear at the top of the SERP and highlight your Google reviews. The businesses that show up there are more likely to get clicks than those that don't. Showing up in these local ads requires running Google Ads and having a verified Google Business Profile listing. However, search engines aren't the only reason to use locational words in the name of your practice. For example, if there is a local landmark or park nearby, you may be able to incorporate that name into yours. Consider leveraging community goodwill when choosing a name for your dental practice. This can be a great branding approach, provided that you don't have immediate plans to open additional offices or to move. Let's look at an example. This is what Riverwoods Oral Maxillofacial Surgery did. The practice is in Provo, UT, near the Riverwoods, an area of town. You can see that they used the Riverwoods name and incorporated visual elements of the name into their logo, including a tree and a river. Number 5, your patients and target audience. Anyone with marketing experience can tell you that when it comes to building a successful brand, your audience is a big part of the equation. Why? Because not every dental practice is suitable for every prospective patient. Think about it. A practice catering to children is unlikely to be a good match for a wealthy single man. A practice that specializes in high-priced concierge dentistry will not appeal to a middle-class family. For that reason, it is a good idea to choose a name that speaks directly to your target audience. Here are some examples. The name of this practice and its tagline convey to prospective patients that they can expect a luxury experience. By contrast, check out this name and logo from a dental practice that specializes in treating kids, Cool Smiles. Notice that the name, the colors, and the logo all work together to make it clear that this practice knows how to put kids at ease when they come to see the dentist. The takeaway is that including your audience can help you create a compelling name and brand. 6. Your patient's feelings. Another useful marketing approach is to focus on the benefits of what you do. Specifically, how will patients feel if they choose you as their dentist? One of the most popular options is to use the word smile in the name of your dental practice. It works because people associate their smiles with the condition of their teeth and with being happy. Look at this example from a Boston area dentist. The message this name sends is that not only will you have a great smile if you choose this dentist, but it will also be so beautiful that others will admire it. That is an attractive thought for many patients. Some other examples along these lines include Happy Family Dentistry, the Painless Dentist. You can see how these names affect prospective patients' emotions and influence their thoughts about your dental practice before they even walk into the office. You can see how Admired Smiles Dental Center accomplishes that. First in the name, and second with a beautiful website. 7. Capture patients' attention. One trendy approach is to create a name that is an advertising jingle by itself. This approach can be effective if you can find something original and catchy. Remember, your patients want to identify with your brand. When they receive a compliment on the whiteness of their teeth, you want them to share and refer their friends to you. Some examples of wordplay include rhyming. We already talked about rhyming, but you could also play with double meanings. For example, one memorable name for a dental practice might be the whole tooth. It plays on the oath people take in court, but it replaces truth with tooth for a unique and memorable name. You get the idea. Having a little fun with the name of your dental practice can help you stand out in a crowd. You don't have to settle for an ordinary name when you can come up with something truly special. Another argument in favor of this type of creative naming is that your name can grow with your practice. You might be starting with just one dentist in one office, but with a creative name, you can easily add additional dentists, more staff, and even open more offices down the line, all without having to change your practice's name. Number 8. Additional considerations for creating the best dental practice name. The options above cover the general naming ideas for dental practices. What else should you consider when naming your dental office? Here are some best practices. Is the name meaningful? Does your new business name convey the image or brand you want? You want it to be clear and concise so that people searching for a dentist online can quickly identify with you. Is it warm and positive? Does the name you are considering have a positive connotation, or is it cold and clinically sounding? So many of my friends and family are intimidated by going to a new dentist, and most dentists understand that fear can be a factor. Having a dentist stand with a drill in your mouth while the irrigation drain hangs out on the other side can be scary for some patients. The first impression you make on prospective patients is primarily based on your practice's name and on a referral if you have been recommended to them. The right name goes a long way toward helping patients feel as comfortable as possible in trusting you with their teeth or their children's teeth before they enter your office. Is the domain name available? If you plan on creating a dental website, which you should, conduct a domain name search to see if that domain is already registered. This can be a difficult step, particularly if you choose the Smiles Sell approach. You want to choose a name that lets you claim the best possible domain for your website. This is a crucial step as you want a single identity from online to your outdoor signage. In most cases, a .com extension is better than alternatives, since it's what most people assume as the default. However, there's little to no SEO value in the domain extension you choose. Think about your logo. Your brand is more than just the name. You will need to create a dental logo that blends well with the name. Consider the logos of some top corporate brands. We know them intimately just from the logo. A memorable name will lend itself to a memorable logo, And that is important if you want to create a memorable brand. Do you need a tagline? A tagline may be necessary if your business name doesn't convey what you do. For example, if you have a general name like Smith Dental, a tagline can add detail about what you do. Also, you may consider using the tagline to highlight any state-of-the-art technology that you employ. For example, Smith Dental Friendly Family Dentistry is clearer than the basic practice name. Is it easy to pronounce and remember? What brands do you think of first when you think about quality branding? The chances are that you are thinking of short names, things like Target. In tooth care, think about a name like Aquafresh. The name is short, it's evocative, and it's easy to say and remember. You have to think about what impression your business name leaves when people first see it. Remember, your name should be warm and inviting, not cold and clinical. Does it produce an image of what you do? People should be able to figure out what you do from your business name. Don't leave any guesswork here. Be as clear as you can. Do you have a philosophy or mission statement? If so, you can use it as inspiration for naming your dental clinic. If you don't have a mission statement, I recommend creating one and using it as inspiration for your dental clinic name. It will help people identify with you. I would also encourage you to put your mission statement somewhere visible in the waiting room. Do you want to attract families? Are you good with children? If so, you may consider adding family to your business name. Remember that family growth is one strategy that can help you add patients. Adults who get married and have kids will be happy to know that you can provide dental care for both them and their children. Demographic research may help you identify needs in your community. Do you know your target market and competition? Consider doing some homework on this one. Look at a Google map of the other dentists in your area. Are there many other practices in the same general area doing the same thing you do? This point could help you stand out from the crowd by adjusting your brand. You don't have to change what you do, but you do need to find a way to differentiate yourself from the other choices in the area. It is best to keep it short and memorable. Try to capture as much meaning with as few words as possible. If the name is more than 3 or 4 words, you may consider abbreviating it. You can always use a tagline to further elaborate on your specialties. Remember, people always have a lot of things on their minds, so you want them to be able to remember your name easily. Think about sign options. Yes, you will be putting up signs, so you need a name and a logo that looks good on the street corner. It also needs to go on your business cards, dental practice brochures, and website. It is important to think about how the name you choose will look. How will you create a clear and concise image centered on your business name? Naming your dental practice, frequently asked questions. What makes a good dental practice name? A good dental practice name is simple, memorable, professional, and clearly conveys that you provide dental services, helping patients recognize and recall your brand. Should I include the words dental, dentistry, or dentist in my practice name? Including words like dental, dentistry, or dentist can help patients and search engines immediately understand what your business is and can improve discoverability in local searches. Can I use my own name for my dental practice? Yes. Using your name, for example, Smith Dental, is a common approach, but it may be less memorable or informative to patients than a name that signals services or benefits. How do I ensure my dental practice name is legally available? Before choosing a name, check with your state business registry, local doing business as listings, and the trademark database to ensure it's not already taken and doesn't infringe on existing trademarks or registrations. Should the dental practice name consider future growth or multiple locations? Yes. Choose a name that allows room for expansion and avoids very specific city or service terms that might limit future growth or cause confusion if you add locations. Next steps. After naming your dental practice, I hope you now understand that your dental clinic's name plays a crucial role in differentiating your practice from competitors, attracting new patients, and building a memorable, profitable brand. If you choose the right name for your dental clinic, patients will want to make you their dentist, even if they don't know anything about you. A name is a powerful thing. Careful, thoughtful planning before choosing a name for your dental practice helps you gain name recognition in your community. It also forms the cornerstone of your marketing strategy. The next step is to use your new name to market your dental practice, attract new patients, and increase your profits. Partnering with an experienced dental web marketing agency can help you get on the right track. Titan Web Agency has years of experience in dental marketing, and we are here to help.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the 10-Minute Dental Marketing Podcast. Implementing just one of the tips you heard today will help your practice move one step closer towards dominating your local market. If you got more questions, or you're looking for recaps, show notes, and even more resources to help you grow your practice, check us out at titanwebagency.com.